Step number one for anything with computers is you want to make sure everything has power. So up here I want to make sure my power strip has power. I want to make sure I see lights. I want to make sure stuff is actually powered on. Back here, this is just a switch panel. So these are where all the connections come in from the office and get distributed around the office. If there's no power to this, the computers in the office aren't going to be able to connect with one another. So this must have power and it must be able to be connected. This is called a switch panel. This section of the computer system is the internet connections. This box right here is the Megapath internet connection. This box right here that says AT&T is the AT&T connection. Again, you want to see lights. You don't want to see anything grayed out or anything doing something out of the ordinary. You want to make sure both of these have power, and you want to make sure that everything has a connection. If there happens to be an issue with the internet, step one is to reset these two internet devices. This one, you simply do that by taking out the power plug, waiting 15 seconds, and putting it back in. For the AT&T, you simply remove the power plug in the back left, wait your 15 seconds, and plug it back in, and you want to see all green lights. Underneath this is the wireless router box. It's a Linksys box, and what that does is just distributes our internet connection wirelessly in the office. If anything is wrong with that, it's usually just resetting it by removing the power and plugging it back in. This box here is probably one of the most important boxes in the office. It's an RV042. This is a router box. The router routes the transmissions throughout the office. The power for the router box is again on the side. Usually, if it does get hung up, it needs to be reset, and you simply do that by, again, unplugging it, waiting 15 seconds, and plugging it back in. Up here we have another switch panel. This switch panel sends all the messages from the servers over the other side of this room to that switch panel up there. So this is really just a bridge switch panel. Again, you want to see lights, you want to see stuff flashing. If you have issues with it, you can unplug it in the back and plug it back in.